Oh, hey, what's up? I'm shooting this Friday morning, September 10th. Hope everyone's doing well. Got some books to share. I was actually going to try to shoot a live stream, but it wasn't working out, so I have a pretty nice portion of comic books. I thought I'd split into two videos, so I'm going to space them out a little bit. And I'll start with a Marvel comic I've been wanting for quite a while. This one right here this is Bruce Timm's cover for Invincible Iron Man #1 from December of 2015. We had Brian Michael Bendis writing, and on art there was David Marquez. So, yeah, this was really a Bruce Timm cover I absolutely had to pick up. Beautiful Gene Colan tribute. Just when Bruce Timm really takes in the time to paint those textures, there's really nothing quite like it. So, all right, now on to some DC. I have been picking up the Swamp Thing series. Here's issue 1 of 10. I believe this is of the 10 issue, what they'd call a maxi series, but it has that Infinite Frontier banner. So I didn't catch this from the beginning, so I'm kind of filling it in. This is from May of this year, written by Ram V and art by Mike Perkins. And I was able to get the Perkins cover on this one, so picked up a second copy just because I couldn't decide which one was the nicest. Excellent series, though. Here's another of the Mike Perkins covers. I really try to get these cover A non-card covers when I can. They're $1 or less, and I prefer the Mike Perkins art. So yeah, got Ram V writing again, Perkins on interiors, and on this cover. Now, for these other issues of this same run, I had to settle for the cardstock covers. Which I didn't mind too much. Going with the Matina on this, it has Peacemaker on the cover, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, everything's the same. Ram V writing, Mike Perkins on art. But yeah, Matina cover from October of this year. And yeah, the cover is a little bit on more of a thicker cardstock paper. Also Matina, Ram V writing, Mike Perkins on interiors. That's actually lit up that way. I thought it was some glare. But yeah. November of 2021. So I'm guessing this is the new issue. I think at this point I'm caught up. I might be missing issue 2. Pick this up for $1. This is from the Len Wein, Kelly Jones, 2016 maxi series. This was the Swamp Thing, actually the Swamp Thing, number 5 from July 2016. That is a great Kelly Jones cover. I'd really like to get Kelly Jones to sign this. I locked down a issue of Sandman, issue 18. Kelly Jones drawn issue. Dream of 1,000 Cats, but the seller wound up canceling it, which was a shame because it, in spite of having what's that artist's name? Whoever, it wasn't a Kelly Jones cover. I forget. Dave McKean. Kelly Jones signed it, which would have been great. I would have loved that, but like I said, the seller squashed the deal. Maybe I can't always assume they do that because they don't want to sell the book at that price. So I'll just chalk it up to whatever happened. And at least, seller promptly refunded. So this artist right here, I've been a fan of for 30 years. And I went a little bit on a search for some of this guy's books from this era. This is Detective Comics 653. Late November 1992, you have writer Chuck Dixon and penciled by Graham Nolan, inked by Scott Hanna. But Travis Charest, Canadian artist. His stuff he did for DC at this time, this style he had at this phase of his career, I never got over it. So. Amazing Huntress, cool looking negative eye on Batman, even though the cowl isn't completely obscuring this part of his eye. He's still drawn with the negative eyes, as you can see with Huntress as well. Typically, if she's showing that much face under her mask, they'd give her a pupil, but really cool. The art is so crisp and the ink is so tight. Batman 650, or Detective Comics 652, late October 1992. Same creative team through and through. There's just something about the way he draws. Like a lot of those guys that went on to work at Image, it's just unmistakable that their Marvel or DC work was just, to me, far superior. Charest, I guess he did some Wildcats. I know he's really evolved his style, but he got scooped up pretty quick. Although I still just every time I see this cover right here, I got the direct edition and the newsstand. That's just the coolest Azrael and Robin. So you can see the barcode right there. So crisp. So I believe I used to have $4.89, which I believe goes for a little bit because it's first appearance of Jean Paul Valley, Azrael, as Batman, and it's also like pretty early Bane. But 488 twice, and I think like maybe 489 or 490 is a really great Riddler cover. I know not a lot of people really like that cover a whole lot, because to be honest, Charest was still refining his perspective, but I just love it. I went back a little further. I got this 14 book lot for about $6.08 shipped. My 99-cent bid held up on eBay, and $5 shipping. So seller did a great job. He didn't lose interest in the deal. Packed these nice, put them all in new bag and boards. And this is Dark Stars. That's from October of 1992. We had Michael Jan Friedman writing, Larry Strawman on pencils, Scott Hanna inking, and Travis Charest on cover. These guys were sort of like space cops, different from the Lantern Corps, but so they would come to Earth, this character, and he would recruit deputies to assist him. Sorry, my light table is been acting weird. I have to get another one. Anyway, same creative team through and through. Issue 2. Just love the detail. It's almost a black and white, just line work cover with that splash of red and peach yellow. Around the... one second. Well, anyway, it's issue 3. I was really impressed by how clean these copies were. Never read. So at this point, Travis Charest started doing the interiors, and they look great. Really, really good. He doesn't flake out on the pencils, so he's doing really clean covers and interiors. So like that. Issue 4. This is from January of '94, going into a new year. Same writer, penciler, and inker. Great cover. Issue 5. February of... Actually, this is from February of '93. That was a year off. Yeah. Book's a little older than I thought. So 1993. Second month of that year. Try to keep on deadline. It looks like Charest would pencil the next couple of issues, but later on he'd go back to strictly covers. The Dark Stars, number 6 from March of '93. Again, Michael Jan Friedman writing, Charest penciling, and Scott Hanna inking. Doing great covers. That's a good one. What a creative team right now. You even had Jim Balent. He was doing some breakdowns to probably make sure the book was on time. So Jim Balent did breakdowns on pages 21, 22, 23, and 24. But I believe Charest was still doing the final pencils, and Scott Hanna was inking. So they brought in Balent to do some layout work, thumbnails, just to keep it going. Excuse me. That is the 91 freeway you're hearing back there. 5:24 in the AM. Here's issue 8. This is great. This kind of reminded me of like the New Gods or American Gods. At this point, Michael Jan Friedman's still writing. This is his baby. Issue 1 was the first appearance of Dark Stars. And he wrote the series, but they had Patrick Zurcher and Scott Hanna doing the insides now. Still had Charest on covers. Initially, who do we have on pencils? Larry Strawman. So, too bad he didn't come back. Alright. The Dark Stars, number 9 from June of 93. Yeah, we have Patrick Zurcher doing interiors, even though they still have Travis Charest and some slight false advertisement. He wasn't on the inside of the book at this point, but man, that is a nice cover. That's great. A couple more. Issue 10, July of 93. We had Paul Pelletier on pencils, Bob Smith inking, Travis Charest still knocking these covers out of the park. This might be the best cover. Issue 11 of The Dark Stars. Dog Days of Summer. This is issue 10 from July of 93. Michael Jan Friedman writing. Mitch Bird on pencils. Ken Branch inking, and you know who on cover. Look at that, man. I got a couple of more. Charest had left for what I'm sure he thought would be greener pastures, working on Wildcats and the Grifter, and he kind of got scooped up into those guys who draw like Jim Lee, whoever the guy they had doing Stormwatch, and actually like Brett Booth from the Kindred, but they were there to kind of emulate the homage style. So can't blame him though. You can't blame an artist for wanting to go to Image. I mean, look at Stefan Platt when he jumped on at Extreme Studios, or yeah, it must have been Extreme at the time. So I'm sure the sales went down. They got I mean, the story is still there. Michael Jan Friedman writing still, Mitch Bird on pencils, Ken Branch inking, and Ray DeBerk on that cover, which, I don't know, it kind of looks more like the DC Vertigo style than straight up DC Universe. It's alright though. Same thing here with issue 13, same creative team. It's from October of '93. And last one. The Dark Stars. Issue 14 from November of '93. So, yeah, just a cool little glimpse. I see that Charest probably does work completely different. But at this glimpse in time, the way he was drawing, I'm still a big fan of. I would still love to meet him, get him to sign these old books. I have one more DC, and I got this Big Elbow, picked up a copy and shared it, and PGH Zombie, Superman Man of Steel 37, Mini Bats. Yeah, I even got Big Elbow credited right there. Thanks for pointing the book out. Man of Steel number 37 from September of '94. It's a 0 hour tie-in. Writer Louise Simonson and John Bogdanov. Dan Bogdanov. So, really cool. You got the Kelly Jones Batman animated series, Dark Knight Returns. Still can't decide which one of these is the strictly Neil Adams, but I see like a Jim Aparo Batman right there, maybe. Really cool. So, yeah, looking forward to reading that. Anyway, yeah, so thanks for watching. I know that was a lot of DC books, but we started off with a pretty nice Marvel for me anyway. Happy with it. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll have another video coming right up. And yeah, have a great rest of the summer.